I've had this putter for years. I pitted it up against everything from Scotty Camerons to Jailbirds to other LAB putters, and I cannot replicate the results I get with this putter. So we're gonna try again today with the LAB OZ.1i. I'm running these two putters through 7 different tests. Right here, you can see the tests we're doing. Some of these tests are gonna be long range lag putting tests. Some of these are gonna be short range holding the putt tests. We're gonna tally up the points at the end and see if the LAB OZ.1i can finally dethrone my old faithful 2015 Ping Ketsch. Let's get to it. Okay, first up, we're doing the 3-foot street test. We're gonna set up 5 tees around the hole, each one at 3 feet. We'll hit 5 warm-up putts and then putt until we miss, keeping a total tally of how many putts we made. Then I'm going to shift putters and shift the tees so it's not the exact same putt. And I'm going to do 5 warm-up putts and putt until I miss. Close matchup, but the LAB edges out the Ping for the first point. Next up is the 6-foot best out of 10 drill. Same thing as the last drill, except for instead of going for streaks, we're just seeing which putter makes the most putts out of 10 from 6 feet. I hit the ball, that was in. That's 8 out of 10 for both. Next up, we got the 20-foot lag putting test. We're going to hit 5 balls from 20 feet. We're going to take away the closest and the furthest ball and then add up the distance remaining to the hole with the 3 remaining balls. 2 putters total. As you can see for these putts, I did the same distance with similar level of difficulty, but not the exact same putt, so that I'd have to do something different. And the LAB edged out the Ping on this one and goes ahead 3-1. This time we're doing it from 30 instead of 20. Same thing, we're gonna hit 5 balls. We're gonna get rid of the closest one and the furthest one, add up the total distance from the hole, see which putter comes out on top. 4.5 clubs. Now, lag putting has always been one of my biggest struggles on the golf course, so when choosing a putter, this is one of the most important aspects for me to get right. And the Ping did significantly better on these 30-footers. Final lag test is the 50-foot lag test, same as before, but this time we're doing it from 50 feet out. And then once again on the 50-footers, the Ping had a pretty solid performance. 2.5 putters. The LAB wasn't too terrible either, but the Ping definitely did outperform. 4 3/4. So lag putting is one of my biggest struggles, so the fact that this thing can do so well from 30 and 50 feet weighs heavily on my decision on which putter I'm going to be putting in the bag. Another point for Ping on the lag putts. All right, next up we're surrounding the hole with putts from 3 to 7 feet. We got to hit every putt until we make it, and we're going to count the total putts it makes to make all 5 putts, and then we're going to turn 90 degrees and do the same until we've made 20 putts. LABs first. I'm sure you're starting to notice throughout most of these tests, both putters were quite comparable. This LAB is putting up much more of a fight than any previous competitors I've placed against my Ping. 29. So for this drill, I do think it's worth mentioning that the Ping was very much on track to win the drill until the very last ball. I had 3 misses in a row, and that let the LAB sneak ahead. 30. At this point, we only have 1 drill left, and the LAB is ahead by 1 point. All right, last up, we have the drawback drill. In my opinion, this is the most important test to see which putter reigns supreme. So we're going to play 9 holes with predetermined distances. Each putter is going to play the same distance per hole, but every time you miss a putt, you've got to pull it away from the hole 1 putter's length and hit the putt again. Let's jump in. If you're serious about getting better at putting, there is no better way of doing it than the drawback drill. It's infuriating because you never get a gimme. You're always going to have at least 3 feet to the hole. But this drill is going to enable you to really lock in on those 3 to 6 foot putts and start holing all of them. So you're way less likely to 3-putt it. That's going to save you a lot of strokes out on the course. Do this drill if you want to be a master putter. So there you have it. They're pretty neck and neck in almost every aspect. If you like the drills and tests I did in this practice plan, check out thescratchplan.com. I have a whole archive of free drills I can send to you weekly. And if you want a plan built specifically to your time available, to your strengths and weaknesses, go to thescratchplan.com/your-scratch-plan. There's a link down in the description. There's a link right here. You won't regret it. And long live the Ping.